Hi, I'm William Malik with this week's Bit of Security. There have recently been some high-profile attacks against people's like Twitter handles and so on using a technique called SIM swapping. And I'd like to talk about that briefly. I've got a larger talk in process about multi-factor authentication, but I'd like to look at this one in particular. So what is it? Well, your cell phone has a SIM which identifies that phone as being uniquely yours. If somebody can take that SIM and swap it to another phone, then they effectively have your ID, and any kind of authentication that's sent to the phone will be sent to theirs rather than yours. So how would you fall victim to such a thing? Well, there are two ways. One is and this actually showed up just recently in Florida. A hacker was able to bribe an employee of one of the mobile carriers, and in exchange for a few $100s, that employee swapped the SIMs on some people's phones, and the hacker was able, therefore, to take over the accounts and so on. More long ago, Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, had his phone hacked, again, through a SIM swap. So what do we do about it? Well, according to some vendors, you shouldn't rely on that kind of authentication. The fact is that this form of authentication is much stronger than a password and a heck of a lot stronger than, just a static default password, which unfortunately we still see too much of. In Europe, as of December of 2021, many of the large banks take advantage of an API that's published by many of the large mobile carriers there. And if they get a request for authentication using a SIM, two-factor authentication, you want to move some money in a bank account or log on to Twitter or whatever, the bank will actually call the phone companies using the standard API and ask, has this account recently changed its SIM? And if the phone company says, yeah, it has, then the bank will simply fail the request. That is, they won't grant permission to an account whose SIM has been swapped in the last 48 hours or so. This sounds like an awfully good idea, and it would plug a major hole in an extremely popular form of authentication. So write your Congress people. Please take care out there. Be safe. That's your bit of security. Let me know what you think in the comments below, or you can reach me as wjmalik@knock.social. Be safe.